in jail and told him that shit fucked him up.
Oh, no, put him in now, Energizer, buddy.
Hey, what's that you got there, buddy?
Is that?
Oh, it's a pocket full of fun.
Can you play?
Pocket full of fun.
Can you play that little saxophone one time for me?
Can I one time?
One
yeah,
time.
play me a song.
Oh, he jamming. Look.
Sing with me.
I'll sing with you. What you gonna play?
Come on.
Let's go. I'm singing with you.
Give him something.
One.
That's the way. That's the way love. That's the way love goes. Ooh, that's the way love goes. He getting out of that money. He trying to get it to go. Ooh, that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. It goes and goes.
Oh,
You a bad
Good
man.
job, man.
You a bad man.
Oh, you gotta give him more than that, Beyond. You better give him a couple dollars on that one.
I'm gonna give him.
God bless you.
Thank you, man. All right, sorry for the distraction, folks. We had a guy doing a little bit of performing.
And he was playing with a toy saxophone. That bad
He
boy
was
singing.
singing.
Yeah. Listen, that playing is really playing like a saxophone.
Tell him, Beyond, we want to show him kind of the deal about where we're staying.
Okay, here's the deal.
I want y'all to see the city.
We want y'all to see the city. This is the front where all the action is. Like how close to downtown this way. This is the downtown area this way. And this is the front of where we're staying. But we want y'all to walk with us. And we're gonna show y'all something.
Tell him that homelessness can be right.
Under your nose. He said right around the corner. I say right up under your nose. Touch your nose. That's where homelessness is at. Watch this.
Right here. Show him where the railroad tracks is, right in the middle of the road.
Come on, let's go show him. Come over here, come over here. You see the car running down the street? Cars, oncoming traffic coming this way, and this one going this way, and the train running right down the middle of the street.
All
right, now, here's where we're going to take y'all to our humble abode. Don't let me lose you now.
You got to lose me.
Come on, buddy. Oh, did you see that?
What?
Whatever that was, bro, that's in that hole, bro. Just saw it. Listen.
What? Like a rat?
No, you know that hole at the bottom of the gate, bro?
Hole at the bottom. Oh, yeah.
Something do run in there, bro.
Oh.
I swear to God, I just saw it. I don't know if it was a dog or a cat. It wasn't no cat. What the heck?
That was our previous. Tell them that's where our previous was.
This is where we were staying at. Right here. We got to put something in that hole. This is where we was staying at. It's kind of the wind and sabotaged it. Blew everything off of it. We had our fire ready to set right here.
Oh, I got to get that thing. Hold this.
All right.
I'll take him in. I got to get this off.
Man, I wonder what the heck that was when in that gate.
That was a wolf rat.
Bruh, ain't no
Tell
way.
them that's the back of the restaurant they just saw.
Yeah, this is the back of Luigi's that y'all just saw. You see Luigi on the trash can? That's the back. Now, oh, I hope that thing.
Well, they can't see you when you turn my light on.
I can turn mine on. Here, hold your phone. And then I'll turn my light on. Oh boy, my phone ain't even on yet. Hold on.
Hold on, we gotta get a little bit of light. Tell me.
Yeah, cause we pitch dark back here, y'all. Until our guys come. Man, I'm worried about that doggone thing just now that ran in that hole, boy. It was big. It was kind of big. Now, wasn't no like dog. It looked like a.
I don't think they can still see. Do I have it flipped around to me, or is it to them? No, it's
No, you got it flipped to me. It's this way, and it's too dark. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my light on.
Oh, you hadn't turned your light on yet.
No, not yet. So my phone ain't came on yet. It's on now. Hold on. There you go. Boom. 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 Got it. Come on.
All right. I bet this is freaking people out. Kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's freaking me out, boy.
It went dark when we set it up.
I know, right? And guess what? Somebody ain't been back here. Cause that net's sitting right here. Alright, come on.
All right, show them, give them a little
Oh, look,
tour.
this is our seats right here. We designed seats for us to sit on right here. Y'all know I got my stool. This is our fireplace. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Alright, this is our fireplace. This is another seating area right here. And we got a Frigidaire. Frigidaire right here.
Yeah.
And this is our jackets and our quilt cover. And this is our bed, our Peter Postic.
Posturepedic.
Posturepedic. Whatever it is. And look, this is for our company right here. The guy's supposed to be staying with us tonight, and that over there is just the junkyard.
So you're gonna have to shed this light on me.
That man went and bought that grill back here.
No, that grill's back here.
Oh, okay. I was about to say they about to cook, man.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah, so tell Kim, yes, we're staying here tonight.
yes, this is where we're staying at tonight. And it's kind of scary for me now, y'all. It looked very good during the day, but it's kind of scary. And I just saw an animal about the size of a cat.
With a long tail that
With a
didn't look
real
like
long
that.
tail that didn't look like a cat that ran through a hole when we was coming.
So you're gonna have to shine the light while I sit down.
All right.
All right, so
What's that up under there?
that was me.
Oh, what you see? It came after. Watch it. Do it again. Yeah, see, you make a noise after you. I'm like, oh, look.
All right, so Mark George says cook it. We ain't gonna cook it because we're not gonna kill it because we don't know what it is. We're gonna run from it. If we
Don't
do,
kill nothing. Don't let nothing die.
Jennifer said Peter Postic. So a couple things. One, it's 70. It was 70 degrees today, so it warmed up. It's going to be in the 50s tonight. Just a brief recap. The reason that we're staying in this new shelter instead of at the mission was because you had to check in by 4. You had to you couldn't leave until 8:30, and so a couple reasons. One, it kind of limited what we could do in terms of going live. We wanted to catch the staying at the shelter experience, but we also wanted to catch the staying outdoors experience, and show y'all too that homelessness is right around the corner. I mean, we're literally downtown Augusta.
People
are partying, restaurants, and
they got children's clubs, restaurants. It's just happening. Everything is happening up there.
Yeah, you see that, a lot of traffic on the sidewalks, but we're right across the fence, you know, so homelessness can be around any corner, and we wanted y'all to see that. Wanted to stay outside in the elements, and it was just below 40 degrees is life-threatening cold weather. So we were blessed to be able to get in that warehouse. I don't know what we would have done if God hadn't allowed that to happen. But tonight we don't have the cots or the safety of the warehouse. We don't have the shower, the cots, or the food of the mission. But we have a little bit more liberty here, and we have a good shelter in terms of it's a metal structure that we have. And so it just put it back on me. I don't think they said it. it works for what we want to do and what we want to show y'all. Biggest takeaway today is it took me 4 days to realize that you cannot fake homelessness. You can, I look like I'm homeless, but I do not know the rules of homelessness, and it's totally different from regular society. When people give you stuff and when you pass stuff along, it's not a barter system. I'm not giving you soap for this. I'm just giving you soap because
you need it.
Because you need it, and I got more. Like I said, the racial stuff. I haven't felt any racial tension within the homeless community. I've just been. I don't fit in because of how I am. One is with the possibility. Oh, my wife just chimed in. I don't know if that's going to make me smile, blush, or cry, or all three. But I told Beyond today that that's been the hardest part of this, is missing my wife and kids. That's been the single hardest part of this whole thing. But you can't fake it, because I got an out, and it's going to end. And I've got a place, and you just can't. You can't fake that. But the homeless community has a whole set of rules, and really within their community, they act more civil than we do. It's, so Holly says, "Hey, Dad."
Tell Holly I say hey.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna break me down here. I'm missing my baby girl big time.
I know that's right.
Missing my girls. I think Beyond just spilled his drink on our bed, but we're not going to hold y'all up. We are coming into the other side of this. So we got Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday church, and then heading back home. So I'm going to kind of put it out there on this live. If y'all would just comment what y'all want to look for, or what y'all want to see or experience in these last couple of days. We don't want to leave anything out in terms of the experience. This for me to change my perceptions, but also for y'all watching to change y'all's perceptions. I've seen a lot of people just stepping out and making some big time changes and commitments in what they're doing. And saw where Meredith Taylor did a post and some things that she did, and it's just amazing to see y'all responding so well to this. But let us know what you want to see the next couple of days. We wanted to try to get work. We may try to figure that out. We haven't seen any ways to do that. We are probably Saturday going to some of the people that we know that are homeless that we've stayed in the shelter with or seen at the food bank. Probably are off the grid. Go to them and tell them what the situation is. See whether they would be willing to talk to us, and see if they are encouraged by me doing this, if they are discouraged, or just see how they feel and see what we can find out. But I'm looking forward to coming back with the changes that God's put in my heart and what I've seen and what I see people doing. And but I'm really interested to see what these last couple of days bring. I know Saturday is going to be real bad weather, so we're going to start the week with rain, and we're going to end the week with rain. So that's probably by God's design. But anyway, let us know what you want to see over these next couple of days, and we'll try to get it in. We've hit most of the things that we wanted to do in terms of we've actually been to church, we've checked into a local shelter, we've gone to the local food bank, we have slept out in the cold, or and we're sleeping twice, and we're sleeping out tonight. What else was something else that we wanted to do? We panhandled. 18 bucks. Yeah, made $18, and so Mark George says, what kind of kit to give to the homeless? I would say a track. I would say a couple $, and a list of services in your local area. Point them in the right direction. So anyway, I'm going to let Joy asked, we're going to try to go to work. I know Friday and Saturday may be difficult, and we haven't figured out a venue to do that. We don't see any temp agencies or anything where we are. So I think our best shot would be to go to the Mission. They said people pick people up from the Mission in the morning. But that may be a little bit difficult. But anyway, we want to see if we can work that in.
Tell them a little bit about how people make the homeless, it's like they see the homeless as invisible.
So one thing the film, we've had this film crew that's been going around. While we've been doing this, they've been talking to the police, the mayor, city manager, other service providers. They interviewed the food bank, and what they brought to us today, and it's kind of like a hindsight's 2020 thing, was that there was a suppression of homelessness in the Augusta area, that you can't panhandle, you can't loiter, you basically aren't, you're not supposed to be visibly homeless. So, you know, as we track back over the last few days, we haven't seen any panhandling. We've seen homeless people because we knew they were homeless because we saw them at the food bank, but they're hanging out, but they're not doing homeless people things. You know, it's like they're under the radar homeless. And even at the Daltrey concert, there wasn't anyone panhandling or any homeless people around there. And you know, so, and nobody says hey to us. No, I mean, a few people. Beyond can get more interaction than I can, just because he's very, you know, just his personality, he'll get people's attention. But people have really just been passing us by and not really interacting. And in the South, everybody says hey, you know. And if you go to Savannah, you see homelessness a lot more. In Charleston, you see a lot more. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing. I don't know what the deal is, but it's like homelessness.
It's discreet.
It's discreet and it's discouraged.
Yep.
It's almost like the people have been told, and there's a mandate: don't give them money, don't talk to them, don't interact with them. You know,
if you do,
and
it hurts,
because if you do, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bear judgment on the city. You know, I don't want to come across negative, just telling you what we have experienced. And when they were telling us this, and then we look back over the last couple of days, it kind of seemed, well, that makes sense. You know, I mean, as we reflect back, you know, only the homeless people have told us where anything is, like I've told you before. So, you know, that's kind of interesting. We're going to figure out more on that dynamic. Saturday, we're going to go to a local tent city and interact there. Some people asked about different levels of homelessness. Obviously, we've seen cars drive up to the food bank. We saw a guy homeless in a Cadillac. You know, we've seen the people at the mission. Some had jobs and working, and they had a program. And so, yeah, there's every stage of homelessness. And I will say that I think Augusta is a city that if you were homeless, that in a few days we found the resources, and you could tap into some resources to make a change.
And they have pretty good resources, but you was telling me, and tell them about that, how the resources is pretty good, but the resources don't work together collectively.
Right, yeah, the resources are good, and we don't want to recap the whole earlier lunch thing, but they don't tell you where the other resources are. You know, within a 2-mile radius, we've been able to find a lot, but only the homeless people have told us where the resources are, you know, and directed us and shown us the way. So someone said about the cops coming by every day at the Magnolia Mall. We've had several interaction by the cops because they patrol the downtown. They haven't, but they haven't done anything, you know, to us, or we haven't had a negative interaction whatsoever. But we've been checked out and all that, but we haven't had a negative interaction. But we haven't been doing negative things. I mean, we're not drunk on the streets, and we're not sleeping on the streets, and our panhandling was the reason probably I wasn't successful was very passive. And Beyond was singing for food, so it's, you know, it's not asking for money, it's providing a service. So I don't know, it's been that's been kind of eye-opening. We're going to delve some more into that over the next couple of days. We're probably going to stay in this shelter throughout the end of the week if we can maintain it. But so put your comments on what y'all want to see specifically, if there's anything that we can hit and touch on. I'm going to put Beyond on camera for a few minutes and let him give some perspectives, and then we're gonna flip-flop. I'm just gonna be straight up, you know, truthful. Me and Beyond have been having some very open racial discussions throughout this whole thing. You know, that's just a side note, but it has been heartwarming, but yet eye-opening, and I mean, it's been awesome. But so I put a challenge for people to join our YouTube live on KNOWCASH's page, and because we're running about 100 people, we got 101 people watching right now, and so we wanted to move that audience over to his page and have the audience that's kind of interacting. And we had about 30, on our go live earlier. Now that was during the day. It could have been lunch and some other issues, but I'm just wondering if my community of folks is scared to put their toe into the kNOWCASH YouTube water and mix it up a little bit. But I just encourage y'all to mix it up a little bit. Tomorrow we're going to go live at lunch on my Facebook, and then we're going to do live on his YouTube in the evening, just in case it was a work issue. But we really want to see some interaction between the two people groups, the two communities, so to speak. It's not like all my friends are white and all his friends are black, but we do have two different communities that, as we merge, our relationship, that we want to open up some dialogues there too, because this is much, in the grand scheme of things, it's much more than just homelessness. It's different classes. It's a recovering addict, reformed drug dealer. It's a black guy. It's a white guy. It's a lot of different social things going on. A lot of duality in this, but we're just not focusing so much on that because this is specifically to address the homelessness issue. But there's a lot that, as a society, we got to get over, and that I've found, I'm going to end with this, that I've found that the homeless community has gotten over. Because when food, shelter, clothing, and getting your life back on track is your focus, there's really no time for racism, or any kind of issues like that, and and any kind of bartering and and wealth, trade of wealth, or exploitation of each other, because you're all in the same boat trying to get out. So they got a lot of things right, that we don't have. Anyway, I'm going to put Beyond on camera here and shine the light on him and let him give some reflection, and then we'll close up.
Hello everybody, how y'all doing? It's the homie kNOWCASH, the one and only. If there's another, he's the phony, because you already know me. And Brian has said enough. He's a great director. He's a great partner out here with me. I'm gonna tell y'all something. For him to convince me to step down, I am homeless, but there's different levels to homelessness, and I have shelter sometimes. I'm not unsheltered as a homeless man. I can stay with people. My mom let me stay with her. So where we at now is really stooping lower than what I have experienced. And for me to do that with him, because he's passionate about what he wanted to discover, he wanted me to, kind of protect him, guide him, and he was genuinely asking me these things. And although I was kind of fearful and skeptical and, all of those things, I knew that he was very, very passionate, so I wanted to get down in the trenches with him. And I bring awareness to homelessness myself, so who would I be to turn him down and have an opportunity to do something like this? So what I wanted to touch on a little bit is say, when he was saying that he wanted our communities to mesh and, kind of connect together, we really need that to happen, because what we're realizing is that when we're out here, nobody is helping us. Nobody, like on the normal civilians, are helping us, but all walks of life in homeless people are helping us. I'm talking about you got Indians, you got Hindus, you got Polish, you got white, you got black, and when they're congregating and getting together, he's telling no lie, man. I'm talking about, we seen a white family with like 5 white people, and it was a line full of all different kinds of nationalities in the line, over 50 people. And the people didn't have to come outside and say, let the family come up front, y'all. The people at the front of the line, the homeless people at the front of the line, was like, please, family, y'all come from the back. The whole family in the back, come on, y'all go in first. They show each other love. They show each other support. They give each other some advice. They understand that they are each other's strength. And truthfully, they are our strength. Because we would have not gotten no advice, no instructions, no directions from anyone except the homeless person. So if they have a community of people that are coming together close-knit, putting aside racial dividing issues and being each other's strength, if they can do it with no home, no money, and no hope, man, we ought to be ashamed of ourselves. And so me and Brian had no other choice but to sit and talk about these things because it's so blatant in your face. And here we are from two different walks of life out here, you know, striving to do the same thing for each other because it only takes one. And in this case, it's two with us, but we can't do it by ourselves. So
we're purposeful.
That's right, and we're purposeful. We're really doing it not to exploit nothing, we're not doing it for selfish reasons. We're really trying to find some ways where we can help with the issue and bring awareness to it to where as though we can draw some other attention to get some help from all of our followers out there. So let's come together, y'all, man. And my YouTube channel is KNOWCASH843. I didn't put Brian up to that. I guess he's saying, you know, he's noticing this and he want to kind of speak to his community. And I'm saying I'm going to speak to my community and we're going to make this thing come together collectively and really make a difference. So I don't want to run on and babble on. He said enough. But y'all rock with us, man. Y'all hold us down. I appreciate all the prayers from all of his community. I see y'all. I love y'all. And let's make it happen, man. Once again, it's the homie KNOWCASH. And I'm signing off with a big tip.